This is 12 Sports.
Welcome into 12 Sports. I'm Larry Burneal. If you've been to a Rumble Ponies game to see Tim Tebow in person this year, you probably thought to yourself, wow, Tebow, he's a pretty big dude. Clearly, the former football player still works out. And if you've been listening to us, it's also no secret Ponies manager Luis Rojas enjoys hitting the weights as well. I can vouch. I see Rojas at Corchester whenever the Ponies are in town. So who can lift more, Tim Tebow or Luis Rojas?
I'm sure he would probably like to say him. I'll leave it at that. I think, I'll tell you this, he probably spends more time at the gym looking in the mirror than I do.
Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Well, the Ponies will try to flex their way to victory against the Thunder. Right now, first pitch is still scheduled for 6:35. That's to be expected. You either love the man or you disdain his decisions. But the bigger question is, will Jones be ready for Alexander Gustafsson tonight when the gloves go on and the Endicott native returns to the octagon with the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship on the line? Binghamton Bearcats welcome to the Chrysler Center, the home of the Michigan Wolverines, the second-ranked team in the nation, currently undefeated and coming off a trip to the national championship game last season. So BU with its hands full this afternoon in front of a sold-out crowd of more than 12,000 in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Larry, now have we seen the last of Tim Tebow in Binghamton?
Realistically, there's a good chance Tebow's days in Binghamton are over. Tebow broke the hamate bone in his right hand Thursday night here at NYSEG Stadium. The Mets announced he will undergo surgery tomorrow. 10 wins. For the first time since 2001, the Syracuse football team has a 10-win season. Welcome into 12 Sports. I'm Larry Burneal. The stage was set for an orange victory in Orlando, Florida in the Camping World Bowl. West Virginia without its quarterback and Heisman Trophy candidate, Will Grier, leaving the Mountaineers ripe for Dino Babers in Syracuse to take advantage.
Larry, how do you explain what happened?
You can. This is the stuff of myths, legends, and fairy tales. This is a guy 30 years old picking up baseball after a football career, promoted to Double-A, which is supposed to be the biggest jump in talent in the minors, and he absolutely obliterates the first pitch he sees. But what most people don't know is how much work Shao had to put in just to put on a Bearcat uniform.
Larry, what does this mean for Jones?
This is absolutely phenomenal news for John Jones. The suspension is retroactive to July 28, 2017, when he failed the drug test. But the real story was Amani Watkins. The senior has stamped her name all over the BU record book, and someday may be remembered as the best women's basketball player in Bearcat history. Just look at him. He's a beast. Now, if you like to work out too, there's probably at least one song on your workout playlist you wouldn't want your friends knowing you jam out to. The voice of the Rumble Ponies, Tim Hyman, more than just a play-by-play guy, coming to Tebow's rescue with a magical "making my way downtown, walking fast." Now, the last time the Devils AHL franchise had a player reach the 30-goal mark was in the 2014-15 season when Paul Thompson tallied 33 in 73 games. Nick Lappin reached 30 in 58 games. In fact, if we gave out an MVP award in Section 4 football, my vote would go to Thrasher. Make sure anything Utica gets, they earn. The words from Binghamton Devils head coach Mark Dennehy and how the B-Devils can snap its 4-game losing skid and top the comments tonight at the Floyd L. Maines Veterans Memorial Arena. B-Devils fans had to be pretty fired up for tonight. The team is playing well, 4 wins in their past 5 games. New Jersey Devils goalie Corey Schneider starting in net on a conditioning loan, plus another chance to beat the Senators. This time last year, the Seton Catholic girls basketball team was running through the Class B state tournament en route to a state title. Well, the Saints are back in the playoffs in Class A this year, so new competition, but the result today, very similar. There are milestones in every sport. 500 home runs in baseball, 30,000 career points in basketball. LeBron just did that. She's nearing the 18th hole of her Bearcat career. Always great to see the reigning state champs missing head coach Chad Friese because, well, he's on the football staff at SV as well. The smile from Binghamton Devils head coach Rick Kowalski says it all. Michael McLeod is here in Binghamton and about to make an impact for the B-Devils starting Friday night at home against Syracuse. It's been 2 long years since Maine Anwell captured a sectional championship, but this year, an experienced Spartan team is determined to retake its throne atop Section 4. You never know what the future might bring. Playing one sport at the D1 level is difficult enough. Playing 2, well, it's been done, and Thrasher's quite the athlete, so Matt, if you ever do put the pads back on, let us know. We'd love to see you play. Perhaps the best MMA fighter in history from right here in Endicott. Big props to Jones as he dominated at UFC 232. So, and the Speedies got one back in the pork roll tonight. You'll be pleased to know that I finally know what a pork roll is. It only took a month of you explaining it to me.